It is cold. It is so stinking cold. Oh my gosh, no wonder I got sick. I mean, I'm not sick where I'm like bedridden, thank God. But yesterday I had a scratchy throat, and I think it's because I went to sleep with my hair wet. I thought that was an old wives' tale. Apparently not. And so I had a nice little scratchy throat, and this morning that's gone, but I still feel but like my head doesn't hurt, my throat, my tonsils, nothing hurts, nothing's congested, but I still feel So anyways, this last week, oh boy, so I got on the scale this morning. How did last week go? It was that time of the month, so I didn't exercise, I didn't track my food, I didn't do any of that nonsense that you need to do in order to lose weight. And so and of course, with me getting sick yesterday, and I just wanted to eat everything in sight and like the sugary stuff. No, that was me all week. I wanted to eat the sugary stuff, not the nothing else. So I get on the scale this morning and I am up 0.6. But like I deserved it. I own it. I deserve it. I thought it would be more, and it's just okay. We're done with that. Let's no more Mr. Nice Guy. Let's get on with this. Let's hunker down. So am I hoping to have a loss next? No, because I have stuff going on. I'm hoping to at least control myself as much as possible. Not like this week where I was just going willy-nilly, but yeah. And we always want that week, when we don't track, when we don't do everything, like that miraculous week where it's like, oh, but you're down 1 pound. I think we've all had that week, and it just makes me think of intuitive eating. It's like, can you lose weight with intuitive eating? Now, if you had asked me this like 2 weeks ago, my answer would have immediately been no. You have to always track and always do and always measure. But now that I think of it, because I follow a lot of people on social media who do intuitive eating, and they've lost weight, they're keeping it down. I follow this one girl. What's her name? Michaela something fit or something like that. She does like I watch her meals. I love her meals. I make them because they're so easy. They take 2 seconds, and she just prepares them. Doesn't even prepare them. Puts things together, and it's so good, but like they're so high in points, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, that meal is so good for you, but it's like, well, not so good for you, but it's like a lazy girl meals. But anyways, I'm like, oh my gosh, but that meal is like 10 15 points. That's so much. And she doesn't even wait. She's just like, put a little bit of drizzle of this sauce on it, put a little bit of this on it, put a mindful amount of this on it. And I'm like, how many tablespoons? How many ounces? But I'm like, but she's lost a whole bunch of weight. Like, she is fit now. And I'm just thinking, and that's the case for a lot of people. They just say, oh, I just put a mindful amount. So, and Weight Watchers has never, from when I've started, I don't remember them ever saying that you will always, for the rest of your life, have to track and weigh your food. I mean, they say that in meetings, they say that in the Weight Watchers community, but the program, the company itself has never said that you have to track and measure forever. And it just makes me think that, okay, yeah, because eventually a lot of people don't have the knowledge that you need to weigh and measure and like mindful amounts. Like after some point, you'll probably know what a teaspoon of peanut butter is. It's not a lot, so you'll know what a cup of something is. You'll know what half a cup of something is. And you'll just be able to do it. And I think we've all had those weeks where we don't track, we don't measure, we don't do anything, and the scale says, oh yeah, you're down this much. And it's like, how? I didn't track. Oh, but I was mindful. You intuitively ate. Let's leave it at that. You intuitively ate. People get really angry about this because they say, no, I have to track. Okay, but what if Weight Watchers went out of business and you didn't have that app anymore? What if you didn't have the Healthy app anymore? What if you didn't have any of these apps anymore? Do you still need it? No, because by now we know that we need to eat more protein. We should eat more veggies. We should eat more fruits. We should eat less, not none, but less sweets. We should get better rest. We should up our activity. And even if we don't have the apps, if we just do those things, there's no way we're not gonna lose the weight. If your plate is half vegetables and then maybe a little, like, what is it, a little bit of protein and then some carbs, and you eat that, and you eat it mindfully, and you drink water, and you don't go back for a second plate, like, even though you didn't measure the protein, you didn't measure the carbs, are you not going to lose weight that way if you just know that this is how I need to eat it? And yeah, when they say just put a drizzle of this sauce on, you don't need to measure it, just mindful amounts. Yeah, if you're eating a salad, I think you would lose weight that way, right? If we just know these things. And that's the point of Weight Watchers, is to help you realize and learn these things, because a lot of us, we never learned this. So we learn it and then we can apply it. The thing is, we're not applying it because we still freak out when there's a buffet, but we know how to handle ourselves. We know, get a whole bunch of veggies, get the proteins, get more protein, get a little bit of carbs. And you know what? Yes, I will have that cake, but I'm not going to have the whole thing. I'm just going to have a bite, because a bite is enough. That's intuitively eating. We could lose weight that way. I don't know why that's so wrong. And I get it, because when you start out, you're going to say, if you're just starting out and you're saying, yeah, I'll intuitively eat, I'll have a salad, but you're loading the salad, you're putting in half a bottle of ranch, and you're putting in 5 fistfuls of toppings, like, obviously you're not going to lose weight that way. But if you put a little slight drizzle of ranch and, toss in a little bit of toppings, and you know to have, like, mix it, shake it, and really enjoy it, and put a whole bunch of protein in there, yeah, you'd lose weight, right? But the thing is, we're not doing that. We're loading it up. We're putting the whole bottle of ranch in there, and putting the whole bottle, all the toppings in there, and that's how we're eating the salad. So I think that's where, and we're saying, well, I'm intuitively eating. I don't know. But I think you can. I think you need the foundation. Weight Watchers helps build the foundation. And I do believe that most people, once they start doing I think that Weight Watchers is supposed to be the training wheels. It's supposed to be the training wheels on how to eat. And that's why we have so many 0-point foods. We have all these 0-point foods because, and they say you don't need to measure them, you don't need to weigh them. Yeah, they have calories, but this food is better for you. Like, obviously, you know better. They're trusting your judgment. You know better. You know not to have the whole can of beans. You're not doing that. And so when people freak out, like, oh, but it has all these calories in it, but this food is better for you, and you should know better. You know better not to have the whole can of beans. You know not to eat like five chicken breasts. You know not to eat the whole container of 0-point yogurt. You're still going to put in a mindful amount. Me, yeah, it's 0 points, but I'm not putting in the whole can of beans. I'm putting in just like a mindful amount. And that's how it should be for all of our foods. We should get to a point where we're putting in a mindful amount. It's not, let me always scrape it off and, let me always measure and weigh. It's, okay, I know you keep doing that, and you get to a point where it's, well, I'm not going to measure, but I know that I should be eating only this much peanut butter, not this much peanut butter. You should be able to get to that point. And honestly, your opinions and thoughts on weight loss journeys and all of these weight loss things can and should change, just because you didn't think that intuitively, like, until like 2 weeks ago, I was like, intuitively eating doesn't work. I've changed my mind. Now, a lot of people have gone that route. They've gone the route where they intuitively eat, even after doing Weight Watchers for a long time, and they gain their weight back. But it's like, okay, but how are you intuitively eating? Like, are you still eating mindful amounts? Or are you now like, I'm free. I'm going to load up my plate with this and this? Because you can't do that. You can't do that. You know better. And if you don't know better, then keep tracking and keep measuring. But at some point, you're going to have to know better. So that's just my thing. Your opinions and your thoughts can change on certain things. Mine have. Like, I really believe now that intuitively eating, but can work, but you have to be on it. It works for a certain type. Like, the person who's like strict and like knows, not the person who thinks that if they stop tracking and stop weighing, then it's a free-for-all. If that's the mindset you're going with, it's not going to work. But I just wonder, like, if all of these apps were gone, would you be able to lose weight? No, I can say that with my chest right now. No, I can't. Some people can. Some people don't need it. I am not one of those people. But maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll try. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know how your week went. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.